Good morning. It's Friday, October 17th. This is the Closers Cafe. I'm rolling a little early because I got a lot to share and dig into. Please, 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 first and foremost, whenever you hop on, whenever you're checking out this session, please comment below one win from the last 24 hours. And one action item you're going to take today, one thing you're going to do today to grow your business. And by grow your business, like what thing are you going to specifically do today to either create or generate more leads, more prospects, more contacts for your business, or to get into conversation with existing contacts in your database? Right? Like those are the two most important things when I'm saying that, like servicing clients, servicing the business, going to settlements, the stuff like that, that's just stuff we got to do, right? I'm talking about one thing you're going to do to either create or grow your database or convert more of the contacts in your database into conversations, contracts, conversations or contracts, because that's what leads to closing. Speaking of closing, I have one this afternoon. I thought I was going to have two today, but one of them we had to push till Monday morning, whatever. C'est la vie. I've got a win that I'm excited to share that I need to follow up on this morning. I have some longtime, they're not actually clients. They would be SOI. I coached one of their youngest son. Actually, now that I think about it, I'll unpack all that. Anyway, they're in my SOI. I coached their youngest son with my son baseball at a young age. Ended up they went to the same high school, played together, etc. Their son is 2 years older than our oldest, Caden. And I've met with him several times over the years. I actually helped his daughter, one of his daughters, their daughters, to purchase her first home. I don't remember how many years ago that was, but Kelsey helped her. And we've been talking about a couple of things. Like he was thinking about buying some investment properties. That never came to fruition. But they've been ready to downsize and been kicking around this idea of downsizing for at least 2 years now. Well, the home that they've been waiting for to downsize into, we just looked at yesterday. I actually took Kathy to see on Monday or Tuesday. Dave was out of town, took them both to see it yesterday, and it sounds like they want to write an offer. That home that they want to purchase is listed at $600,000. The home they'll be downsizing from is going to sell for at least $1 million, maybe $1.2 million, which is obviously very exciting, and I'm excited to help them. But it also illustrates a problem that I don't think people talk enough about, and I don't think enough agents understand. Okay, so I have known Dave and Kathy now for at least 10 plus years, at least. Probably closer to 12 years. Okay. I helped their daughter, right? So they referred me one client and I helped her purchase her first home, let's say, I don't know, I'll call it 4 or 5 years ago. And now they're ready to transact. And though it will be a lot of volume and the potential GCI is very significant, that'll be it. Meaning, like that's it. Now, maybe Dave ends up investing, and that would be cool. And they may refer me other folks, but like, if you're just here's the point. And I heard Sharon Srivatsa the other day explain this so like spot on. If your business is functioning quote unquote by referral only, you're already in trouble or in pain, or it's coming. If you don't have a proactive client acquisition process or funnel, or methodology, like it's hard, right? You need to be able to predictably at scale acquire more customers in this business. Obviously, you want the buy referral, you want the referrals, but you don't have direct control over that flow, over those opportunities. Okay. So once again, comment below one win, one action item you're going to take today to grow your business. I have a number of things that I need to knock out this morning, and I'm just going to document those things together here. So I'm going to share my screen. First and foremost, I'm actually going to send a Loom video to Dave and Kathy. I'm going to, I use the Make It Big app to get their name flashing on the screen. Okay. So I use the Make It Big app to get their name flashing on the screen. And I use Loom Video to send personal video messages. Some people prefer Dub. Some people prefer BombBomb. There's even other solutions out there. I use Loom personally because A, it's cheaper than all of those other solutions. And B, for me personally, there's the least amount of friction between me deciding I want to send a video and the video being done and sent. Okay. So just that's the right answer for me. It doesn't have to be the right answer for you. I'm going to record this video for Dave and Kathy, and then you'll see how I will send it over to them. Good morning, guys. Dave, we can certainly plan to chat a little later. And I have Jared on my mortgage team putting together some quick quotes for what financing options will look like for 24 Lincoln, at least to get an idea of what that would, what those numbers would be. I also put together this Google folder, which I do for any client when we're thinking about selling their property. And I try to put as much information and data in here as possible because we want to make the most informed decision possible. So in this folder, there are a couple of different things. There are automated values based upon some different technologies and algorithmic information, et cetera. And you can check those out. And they're somewhat informative, but I think what is most informative and will help us as far as if or when we get to selling 1276 Summit is looking at the actual comps in your neighborhood. This is the one that's active at 1.1. This one sold at 1.122. And if I remember correctly, you guys actually have 5 bedrooms. And I think you have more above grade square footage. And the lot size is, theirs is a tiny bit bigger, but I think this comp to me is pretty exciting, if I'm being honest. And it literally just closed. What's that? 3 weeks ago, something like that. So that's in there. I also have some things in here as far as like this is a checklist from the professional photography company that we use to kind of prep for that process. I have case studies of other, folks that we've helped sell recently and strategically, with our marketing strategies, et cetera. But I wanted to get this over to you while we work on the preliminary numbers financing wise on that. And then I will get with you a little later this morning to discuss. Okay. So once I record, here are the things that I like to do for Dave and Kathy from Josh Reed 1276 Summit. Okay, so that's their address. I'm using these toggle switches to remove silence. There was no silence in there, and then remove filler words. No matter how hard I try, I say and other filler words way too often, and this just rips them out and shortens the video, condenses the video down. So it took it from 2 minutes and 19 seconds to 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So there was 34 filler words in a 2-minute video. Ugh, but whatever. Some other things you can do, and actually I'm going to get the link from this Google Drive folder, and I'm going to edit this link here where it says tap here, and I'm going to put that there for Dave. Now, I'm going to text Dave the video. Oop, here it is. Good morning. I have Jared on my mortgage team working on some quick quotes to see what financing options will look like for Lincoln. In the meantime, I put together this info for 1276 Summit. I'll be available in probably 90 minutes to 2 hours or so, and I should have those quick quotes back by then as well. I'll just send that to Dave. And another cool thing, and all of them do this at this point, but when someone watches the video that I send them, I get a notification. It says, so-and-so watched the video. So that's first and foremost. I would love to know in the comments, are you using a platform to send personal video messages? And if so, which one? I love Loom, but there are lots of great answers to the question as far as that goes. That was number one on my list. The number two, numero 20. I had a listing that I thought went live yesterday, and there was something. I was busy, and I don't know, something happened, and it didn't actually go live. So I made it live officially this morning. And what I'm going to do now is some of the work that I do on all of my listings so that we're getting as much activity and interest as quickly as possible. Now, this one is a little bit unique. So this is a motivated seller lead that came to me from pay-per-click advertising. And she lives in my coverage area, like the 717 area, but this property is not. It's in Pennsylvania, but it's in a more rural area of Pennsylvania. And I was trying to find her a buyer. In fact, on one of these sessions last week or the week before, I was calling investor buyers in that area. And I had conversations with a bunch of them. Unfortunately, none of them were interested in this specific property. And so I pivoted and I said to her earlier this week, I'm sort of not out of options, but I said, look, here's one other thing we could consider is let me list the property on the open market. And that way it'll start showing up on portals, Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com, etc. And that would increase the likelihood that we, maybe get an out of area buyer, things of that nature. So we went back and forth a little bit. She did finally sign everything except the disclosures. I need to get her to go back and fill those out, the Pennsylvania state disclosures. But regardless. And so what I'm going to do now is the work to promote that. And I teed that up in part because the first thing I do is look at the reverse prospecting list. And it is very small for this because this property is not in my sort of traditional MLS coverage area. So if this were in my area, this would be 10x the size. But regardless, I'm going to copy this list. I'm going to go to Chat GPT. I'm going to open up 2 chat windows. I'm going to use a prompt that I use repeatedly, which is this. Can you create a CSV from the following data that includes first name, last name, email, and phone number for each contact? So I post that in, and then I go back here. I copy this again. Boom, boom. This should be pretty quick because the list is very small. Now, I could manually do all of this, meaning manually do the contacts of this, but I want to demonstrate what I do so that if you want to model what I do, because you have 100 or 200 people, etc., you can see, what that process looks like. And the tool that I use for this kind of a cold outbound, which, by the way, in the description with this video, there are a whole bunch of resources, and I break down how I do cold outbound, what I'm doing for cold inbound or paid inbound, and how, the other things that strategies that I'm using on a regular basis to close more deals and to put more deals in my pipeline, which right now I think I have 10 or 11. Now one is settling today, so one's leaving and one might be terminated. But I also, I could be adding two today, potentially, as well. So, all right, let me just make sure that this looks right. Whoops. I downloaded it twice accidentally. Okay, this looks good. This looks right. I'm going to do, so I use a white label version of Go High Level called Pro Edge Marketing CRM for this cold outbound. And if you'd like to use this platform as well, easiest is probably just to DM me or text me 717-571-0456. I can get you a link and a discount to get signed up. Oh, my buddies. Nope, that's not right. I think that was her number at some point, but her number is probably not showing up because it's under my business account. Anyway, my buddy Sean, who might be popping on at some point this morning here as we are live. So in the ProEd CRM, when I have data like this that I want to do, I want to kind of set up a text and an email, which I do this with agents from a reverse prospecting perspective, but I also do this on, for property owners, and there's a bunch of use cases for this, which, by the way, the July 9th mastermind replay in the Skool community, which you can find again in the description. Go to the community, you can join for free, go to classroom, go to replays, July 9th. You will see end to end how I build a very targeted list, how I append data, and then do cold outbound. I have 3 transactions. No, 2 that are in escrow and 1 likely coming soon from just one example of doing that work recently. We have to match up the fields, which it was pretty easy on this one. There was only 4 fields and it's pretty obvious. I hit next. I'm going to go add tags. We're going to call this Houtzdale property RP list for reverse prospecting list. This is just an easy way for me to find the list then after the fact. Why did that not do it? Houtzdale RP list. There we go. So now, and then I check that box to confirm, and I'm going to start the bulk import. Now, I need to make templates for this, but I haven't yet. I'm being a goof about it. I just need to do it, but I know where to find the examples that I'm just going to copy and paste in here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to go refresh. Actually, before I even do that, there's 2 additional actions I run on these lists. So I'm going to sort by the list, apply that. There are 13, so I'm going to select all, and I'm going to do the email verification. And that just means that it's checking to see that it's a good email address. It just helps with email deliverability. And then I'm going to run an action plan. We have a phone validator. Basically, it's a cell phone validation action plan to make sure that the text message is likely to go through. So I have to give it a minute for that to process. And I'm going to even hit refresh here. And then I am going to go to more filters, tag. This is a case where this is probably actually more work than if I had just manually messaged these 13. But once again, I want to demonstrate the process. And so that's why I'm documenting it and actually doing it this way. I'm going to go send SMS. I'm going to call this Houtzdale RP text blast. I choose the phone number that I'm going to use, and then I type in the message here. Whoop. Oh, why did that not come? Hello, this is Josh. I thought that might be a real call, so I answered it. Okay. Why is this not? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to merge. No, why the trigger links? What are we doing here? Where is the oh, here we go. Custom values. Contact. I want the contact first name there. So, hey, it's Josh with EXP. Seems like you have a client who might be interested in our new listing at 1018 West Hannah Street in Houtzdale, PA. Property is vacant and they can go check it out anytime. Thanks. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, I send these in drip mode. I could send them one and it'll blast it all at once. I don't think that's a good idea to do anymore. So I'm going to send this in drip mode. And I'm going to have it start at 8:55. And I'm going to send one at a time, one every 1 minute. Now, this will be 13 minutes. But if it was 100, it would take, 2 hours to go through this. Okay, whoops. I think it has to be, I think you have to schedule it at least 5 minutes in advance. So I did 6. So I'm going to do that. And then, oh, I forgot to do SMS good. Dang it. Yeah, well. What I should have done is go at SMS good, because one of the phone numbers is not a good SMS. Whatever. It's only one. I'm going to go back over here. We're going to go tag, and then I'm going to say, I want the valid emails. And 12 of them have a valid email. So one of them doesn't have a valid email for some reason. I'm going to send email, Houtzdale RP email from Josh Schoenly, EXP Realty. The sender email, like it needs to match up here. So I do that. The RP, when I do email, I match the exact subject line that's in the reverse prospecting functionality. This came as a shock to me, but not every MLS has this functionality. I was talking with my buddy Jason the other day, and he can't do this in his MLS. That seems insane to me. I just assumed every MLS had reverse prospecting built in. I mean, it's in everybody's best interest. But whatever. Okay, this is my reverse prospecting template that I usually paste in. Just listed wholesale priced property in Houtzdale, PA. So I'm just making some edits here. I don't want that to be linked because I don't want hyperlinks in it. Well, I only want one hyperlink in it. And I got to go get that link. back to listings, and I just use the MLS link for this because I want them to go into the MLS. Looks like you have a client who might be interested. Feel free to check it out anytime. Thanks. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that's good to go. So I'm going to go, whoops. Oh, shoot. I can't. Okay. Whew. I'm going to go send in drip mode. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I'm doing on the text message. I'm going to send it in drip mode. I think it's going to make me go to 9:01. So choose that. And I'm going to send one at a time. One every 1 minute. And let her rip. So that's the first thing I do on every one of my listings is I will do reverse prospecting outreach like that, because I've just found that gets me more activity. It gets me more showings. The more showings we have, the more offers or potential offers we have coming in, the client wins. So that's first and foremost what I do. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is something I've been doing all week, which is organic social posting around. And the last 2 days I was posting to generate seller leads. Today I'm going to post this property so we can, get more potentially interested buyers for showings and buyers for the property. So let's see here. We got a light crowd. I don't know if everybody's checked out for a Friday or what. So I'm going to go to listings to leads. By the way, my buddy Sean, who may or may not be coming on here shortly, is building something that will do all the cool things of listings to leads without the extra, I'll call it bloat, for lack of a better term. For some reason, it's not showing up here. So let me see if it'll grab it. Now, it might not, because it's outside of the market area. And if that's the case, we'll figure out a workaround. We'll do something here. Okay, it's importing it. So that's good. So it'll take a minute to import it. And then what I'll do is I'm going to make some edits to a few things to then post on Nextdoor, to post on my Google business profile, and then to post on my Facebook page, and then to share into groups to generate activity for the listing. So let me just check a couple things here. Which skip trace service was that exactly? That's Sean. He's playing around with different skip trace tools and so forth to version 2.0 of Swipe for Leads is almost ready. If you haven't checked it out, go to swipe4leads.com. It's scrolling up across the bottom. There's also a link in the description. Swipe 4leads.com. Sign up for a free trial and just know that he is working literally every day to make improvements to it, and it already works incredibly well right now. So it's awesome and getting even more awesomer. Here's what I'm going to do while I'm waiting for this, because I'm impatient and it's taking a little while to load up here. I'm going to close out of some of these things here. And one of the things, I shared these scripts early on in the week. If you didn't get them yet, just DM me or text me at 717-571-0456. But I have these scripts that are working incredibly well for me right now. And I've been using this buyer and the seller-centric version right here very frequently, like a lot. And I saw this notification come in for this contact here. Well, that seems like it's probably not a real email address, but it must be, because it's emails that are driving her to check out properties. So I am going to, you can see a couple people watched videos that I created for them this morning. And I just go Alicia ? And then I go and find the It looks like you were checking out some properties on our site recently. Any thoughts of making a move this fall? Bang. So knock that off my to-do list. Let me see here. I got to get rid of this. And there's my calendar appointment for these very live streams. Oh, and here, look at this. All right. So yesterday's post, I think this was yesterday's post. No, this was Thursday or Wednesday's post, has gotten 269 views. Any number better than 0 to me is a good thing. And this generated at least directly from the Nextdoor post, at least one, what seems like a pretty good lead, a pretty good prospect for me to actually to follow up on today. I've already sent some direct mail and some emails to this person. Let's go back to listening to the lead. Any progress? Here we go. Okay. So click here to edit. Let me see here. Let me see what we've got. What we've got here. Here we go. Okay, just listed. All right. So I'm going to go to market listing and I'm going to go to social media post. Social media post. By the way, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to knock out this social media posting. What I'm going to do next is pretty cool. I'm going to show you a strategy for proactively finding active investors in your market for your own listings, for properties that you identify that are other agents' listings that might be a good deal, and then how to strategically then reach out to them. Okay, so first I'm going to edit the image. I don't understand why it does it this way. I should talk to them about this. It should be in all caps, just listed, and then not in all caps, the city. I guess I'm kind of being anal for no reason, but I don't know. It just seems more logical that way. Okay, so I'm downloading the vertical version of the image, and then I'm going to download the square version of the image as well. Okay, so I've got those. Then I'm going to go into here and I'm going to edit the post. I'm going to start. I'm going to reverse it here. Just me being a little anal retentive. It's Dale. And this has a regular house. I'm going to put the fixer-upper house. So I use an extension called Emoji Keyboard. There's other ways that you can do this as well. But I'm going to use that. I've got there for instant access to all photos. Motivated seller. I don't know why they put the heart here. I'm gonna put the down arrow or the down pointing down here, and then I'm going to grab my. I always put this in here. And you know what? I don't get a lot of people that call or email me, but I do get some that call or email me because they saw my contact information in a post like this online. Something. I'm going to go fixer upper. I'm going to go motivated seller. And I'm going to go, I think this is Clearfield County. Houtzdale. I should know this, but I'm pretty sure it's Clearfield County, PA County. Clearfield. Yeah, I was right. Okay. So I'm going to add the hashtag. Last hashtag is Clearfield County, PA. Okay. So I've got that text. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit post now. And I don't want it to post to Google Business Profile, but I want it to post to the other ones. You know what? I'm going to deselect this one because I'm going to manually post it to that one. So I don't have to wait around for it. Now I'm going to go to Nextdoor. We're going to go post. I'm going to grab the image. I like to use that image. I'm going to post this and the location. I'm going to go Houtzdale. PA. Boom. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Google. Posts. Add post. Image. That image. Post it in here. Learn more button. We always have to delete phone numbers and this gobbledygook when you're posting on Google Business Profile. And we change the call to action. So I put the learn more, the link that I'm sending, that they're going to, and then the call to action, just tap learn more below, because that's the button that's down there. Post that. Facebook. I am cruising along here. This is good. All right, I need to switch to this here. I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to select all again. I'm going to go here. This one, I want the square image. I'm pasting. Look at that. Look at that. You know what? I'm going to check in. Outdale. I'm adding that location because this one is like not my normal area. And I'm going to post it there. And then, I got a lead. I got a lead on one of my listings. What's weird is I don't know why this one, it doesn't, it's on a listing that's pending, that's settling on Monday. I don't know why I keep getting it. Okay, so I've got it there now. And now the last step in the process, David, I'll get to your comment here next. So thank you for dropping a comment. The next step in the process, I'm going to Facebook. I'm going personal profile. And I'm going to share. And I'm going to choose groups. And now this one is not in my normal area. So I could go and join some groups that are Clearfield County area. But I also do have some groups that are broader, and I'm going to share them in those. So I'm just going to choose. I'm going to choose. I can choose up to 10. And so why not? I'm just going through to find the ones that are relevant. And let me see here. Creative. Do that one. And then I'm going to, there might be some Pennsylvania. Okay, I've hit 10. And so I'm here now. Now I just add some emojis. I'm going to do the eyeballs. Fixer. Oh, fixer upper doesn't come up. Home. I got to go home. And I'll show you these in a minute. So I go like that. And then oh shoot, I didn't. So I did eyeballs, the home that looks like a fixer upper, and a finger pointing down. Okay, so all right. I'm crossing that on my list, and then this might be fun. I'm gonna call. I'm just gonna call this lead. This is an investor in a community that I belong to that texted me late last night.
Oh, can't hear you. Sorry, just a sec. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Jen. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
Awesome.
So I thought it might just be easier to have a quick conversation because I've got, I've got some properties in rural locations. I've posted some co-living properties. I've got some multifamilies. So I'm just trying to get a better idea of what your buy box is.
I reached out to you about the co-living, but I want to hear about all of it, honestly, because I'm on 2 different teams that are acquiring properties.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we're chatting.
Some are looking at doing co-living because we want to get into like working with the events.
Yep.
And then the others are looking at small multi, like, so yeah, I want to hear about all of this.
Okay, so co-living property. There's actually a few available. These are in the Harrisburg area.
Got it.
The one in particular that I think is the best option, or the best opportunity, let's say, is a 7-bed, 3-bath. And I can send you, I can send you the MLS sheet. I can send you, whatever info would be helpful. But the current income on it, actually, let me just make sure I tell you the right number. I think it's $3,600 a month, but it might be $3,800 a month.
How many people are in it?
7, 7 beds. So it is, $3,600 a month. Currently, it is mostly, at least from my walkthrough, it is mostly folks from out of the country, and I don't know exactly their their work status or anything like that. But it's close to amenities and transportation. There's a decent amount of parking on the property, and the current ask price is $260,000. It was under contract and came back on market because the buyer never provided the earnest money deposit. I don't know if they were trying to wholesale it, or I don't know what. I don't know exactly what the deal was or is, but that's that one. I don't know if that's something that would be of interest to explore in any more detail, but I've walked that one.
Absolutely.
I have another sub 2 community member who I thought was going to offer on it, but he's kind of ghosted me the last couple days.
Is the Harrisburg one cash, or?
Well, what do you mean?
Is it just?
Oh, it's not a creative deal. It's not he needs the cash. So the seller is selling this one and a couple of others because, at least as it was explained to me, he has a tax problem that was unforeseen because he had a property that he had a property that he rezoned to commercial, and like they retroactively are charging him like a new tax rate at the because the commercial. So something along those lines. So that's why he is trying to liquidate at least one or more of these properties.
Got it. Okay.
So that's number one. I mean, I have, there's a bunch of multis that are great opportunities. One that I had posted about is a 4-unit in Philly.
Is it North Philly? Because that's like the only spot where we wouldn't do.
Hold on.
Are you in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. My number's a New Jersey number, but
201 is Jersey? For some reason, I was thinking that was like 210 is San Antonio. 201 is New Jersey. Okay. Yeah. This one is it's north. It's north. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's It's northwest of Kensington. So it's not in Northeast.
Okay.
It's more like, yeah, like.
One of my teammates, one of my partners, like works in one of the hospitals right out in Philly.
Okay.
And so she has the insight on what parts she would do.
Well, I can shoot you the address on it. I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I'll just give you. I'll probably just give you our team email. So
Okay.
we can share stuff that way. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Sure.
So, that's cool. Yeah, if you want to, I mean, I'm good on time, but if you want to save yourself time and should just give us like a synopsis, we'll probably ask you for all the financials anyway.
Yep.
So
Yep.
if you want to just send it all together.
Well, so what,
Yeah.
I mean, would it make sense for me to send you, here's what I've got. And then you say, okay, of that, these three are the only three that we really would have any interest in. Then I can send you more on those.
Yeah, that works. That works as long as since it's Friday, we'd like to try to look at it today. So we're getting together here at like 10 o'clock. And
well, when we hang up, if you text me your email, I'll literally,
okay.
I'll at least send the, preliminary info on all of them.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because sometimes we'll request further info and it takes like a day or 2 or 3 or 5. It's like, do you want to move this or not?
Yeah, no, that's not,
Yeah.
I mean, the only way that would happen with me is if I'm literally like yesterday, there was a 4-hour block of time where I was meeting with motivated sellers and then showing how, and even in those cases, usually I'm pulling over and sending what I can right then and there. So, no, that's unfortunately a lot of realtors have earned Pace's discontent, but I try to be the opposite of that.
Awesome, I love that. All right, so that sounds good. I'll text you our email address, and then we'll take a first look. If we want more info, we'll go ahead and let you know. But honestly, just send us, just for future reference, in case I don't mention it. We're looking for the 1 to 4 units.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be creative, but obviously that's always preferred, but we'll have to look at it to see if it can make sense to get like a DSCR.
Yeah, I don't know if this 4 unit he might entertain a creative offer. I'm glad you said that, because I have a single family that I've been going back and forth with, and I think the only way to make it work, because he's stuck on price, is a creative, and he's open to holding paper. It would have to be like a Morby method or something along those lines to make it work.
Where is that one?
What's that?
Where is that one?
That one's in central Pennsylvania. It's in the town I live in, actually. It's in Enola, which is just west of the Susquehanna River.
Okay.
But great tenant, great house. It's in good shape. It's just that, he wants a price that it would bring on the open market for an owner occupant buyer. I mean, he's discounting it some, but between what she's paying and what he wants, the only way to get there is to do something creative and have him, hold a significant amount in second position with a balloon in whatever, 3, 5, 7 years.
Is it a property that just makes sense as a single family rental, or is it something that makes sense for another hold? Is there a demand in that area for a co-living or no? Probably too remote.
Well, actually, I mean, there are numerous hospitals very close by.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Like there are at least 3 of our major hospitals are within a 3 to 5 mile radius of it.
Okay. So we've got somebody on our team that's been reaching out to hospitals whenever we look at something and checking what demand there is and things like that. So
Okay.
that's good.
Okay.
That's good to know. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
I appreciate the call. Enjoy the weather. And we're going to have an awesome weekend here in the Northeast. We're going to get up to 70 again. So that's good.
I know. I'll be coaching softball most of the weekend. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. My daughters.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sounds good. I look forward to talking with
you. Yeah. I'm glad you reached out. It's great to connect. And whether, regardless of any of these that we have on the table, I'm sure we're going to find some ways to do some deals together one way or the other.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
Thanks, Josh. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So that came from a post in a group, like I've shared numerous times on here, just a little like meme post about some deals I have. And I think she just saw several of them and realized I should just reach out. And that literally could turn into tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in GCI over the next 12, 24, 36 months. All right, David, I don't entirely understand your comment here. I posted the home valuation and instant offers Houston landing page and I got a lead. He called and spoke with him last night. That's where I don't understand what you mean. Who called and spoke with who? I don't know. I'm lost there. I went into iList and found the lead. What do you do from this point? So, Assad, thank you. Assad, I might just pay you to walk around and be my hype man. He called you, David? This is a hot lead. Let's freaking go. Okay. So what do you do from here? I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? You like, I don't know what you mean. Well, like, what specifically are you asking? This is a motivated seller who called you. Like, what did you ask him? What did that conversation entail? Or maybe you didn't talk to him. Did you speak with him? And if so, that will help me, clarify next best steps. Sorry, Jared's working on So have you talked to him yet, David? Have you spoken with him yet? Yes, I spoke with him. Okay, so like again, like impossible for me to answer because I have no idea what the conversation, like, does he want offers? Was he interested in the just curious about value? What was the conversation? So here's my conversation. This is literally what I do when I get, whether I'm calling a lead that was inbound generated or if they call me. This is literally what I ask. If I know that they were requesting an offer, I ask one question. If I'm not sure, I ask a different question. So if I know that they were looking for a cash offer, I start by asking, and I intentionally kind of fumble over my words a little bit. I will say, well, I'll confirm. So I'll confirm. So are you looking for an offer on the property, or are you just curious about value? Okay, so that could be the first question. If you're not sure what their intent was, are you just looking for were you looking for an offer? Or are you just curious about the value? That's number one. Then number two, depending on that answer, if they say I'm looking for an offer, or I'd like to see what the what a cash offer would look like for it. Okay, great. I will just ask, and I will fumble over my words. I will say, any idea like how much you're looking to get for it? Because that answer will definitely tell me a lot about their motivation and where their head's at. So I had an inbound lead that I asked that this week, and I literally didn't have to ask like any other questions. I mean, I did eventually ask more questions, but that one question, he just opened up. divorce, I just got the property, it's in foreclosure, like boom, 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 boom. Wow, okay. And then my next question is, can you catch me up to speed on what's going on with the property and anything else that might be important for me to know? And then they will just spew. And that also gives me the time and the ammunition to pull up the property in Fast Cash Offers, my white label version, which if you're not using this platform, if you want to take more listings and you're not using this platform, you're I think you're crazy, just personally. You can get a free 30-day trial, and it is dirt cheap after the 30-day trial, no contracts or commitments. The link is in the description, or you go to growwithjosh.com/ilist, ILIST. So you pull up the property in here, and it does take a minute, which is why I'm having a conversation, etc. And David, I wish I could give you a direct answer, and I'd be happy to chat with you later, but I don't know. I can't give you a direct answer because I don't have the context. I have no idea what the conversation was. Ultimately, I'm trying to get an in-person appointment, right? But how we get to the in-person appointment depends on the context of the conversation, et cetera. So I'm bringing up, this is the property that I recorded the video for earlier. And this is an example where these automated values, they're just way off. And it's because they're putting too much weight on properties that aren't in this specific neighborhood, because the neighborhood comps, it just would never come back at this rate. But I would use the information in here to guide some of my questioning. Now, I would probably also try to pull it up in my MLS or in Remine or PropStream so that I'm able to verify information. I get an idea, how much they owe on their mortgage and things of that nature. So I have no idea what the conversation was, where you left it off, what you told him the next best step. But here's the exciting thing to me. You took what I did, what I shared earlier this week, you did it, and you got somebody to call you. Come on. That's freaking awesome. That's great. In iList, there are cash offers. Do you choose any of them? Not sure which one of these to choose. So, yeah, choose the one that projects to net them the best. So you probably, I would guess that you have Easy Street and you might even have Homeward. I would look at which one nets them the best, and I would use that as the bait to get the in-person appointment. So depending on the conversation, I would just choose that one and use that as bait. Hello, this is Josh.
Hey, Josh, it's Chase Gardner. How are you?
Good, Chase. How are you?
Good. Hey, did my clients give you a name of who was interested?
Hey, Chase, can I just need your permission. I'm live doing training for other agents. Are you okay that I'm sharing this? And if not, I'll take you off a speaker. I don't care. It's fine either way.
Okay. No, I don't mind whatsoever.
Okay, cool. So when the reverse prospecting tool, all it gives me is an ID. So let me see here. So it gives a reference number. Okay. And I would think, let me check something here. I would think you can use that reference number to search contacts that you, okay. So I'll give you the reference number. And if you go to clients and then contacts, you can search by name, email, or reference number. So it should be able to use that reference number to then pull who has the search set up that fits.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I think I have a good idea of who it was. I just wanted to confirm it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I will text you from my personal cell phone the reference number. That way you have it. And
Perfect.
she is very motivated, and there is and there is definitely wiggle room on the price.
Okay, perfect. Thank you much.
All right, buddy. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good one.
You too. So that was cool, and you know, and an illustration that this stuff works. This stuff works. Okay, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go here. He called. I'm going to create new contact because that was a good conversation. And now once that I've got the, oh no, why is it, I don't want lead connector audio. What is that? Create new contact. There we go. Why is it saying social profile? The heck? Hold on here. Well, this is annoying. Bear with me here. All right. Why is that? Okay. What a pain. Come on. I just want to text the guy. Here we go. Almost done. 85331. Thanks for the call. That's the reference number. That should help you find who the client is. So that is an agent who called me about the client. Here's what's interesting. Even though that was a tiny list that I did the reverse prospecting for, 3 of them have replied already. Chase called me, and 2 more, which I was doing this when I was talking with Jen, the investor. 2 more asked me, and I need to get back to Rebecca here. See the actual client name. So the reference ID, they can actually search for who that matches up to. At least that's how our MLS works. Okay, so much going on here. I gotta, oh, Jen. Okay, Jen emailed me. So Jen was the investor call. Whoops. Okay, actually, before I do this, what the heck? Come on, copy. Legacy 072. Okay, I'm going to set that here, but I want to close the loop on the conversation with David. So I don't know how you left it with him, but here's one way that you might approach it, depending on how it was left with him. You call him back, or text him, or both. Hey, it looks like the best preliminary offer that came back came in at X amount. For me to actually, no, it came in at X amount. Our next best step would be for me to pop by, take a quick tour, and verify some information so that I can be sure that, or so that we can get you the best price possible. Would it be possible for me to pop by sometime early next week? I have some time, Monday morning or Tuesday afternoon, like something along those lines is what I would do. And again, that's without having any other context. But the big win here is an inbound phone call from posting for free. Hot dog. Man, my kids would be cringing at my behavior today. Anyway, let's get back to Jen. Great chatting with you earlier. Here are a few of the properties we discussed. Okay, where do I want to start? I'm going to start with 2323 Market Street, Harrisburg. Co-living 73. Current income equals 36 per month. Needs cash, so can't go creative. And I need to, Trent, send me more info on this. Let me, I'm just finding the info that he sent me on this one. Income expense info from listing agent. What's the best way for me to send this? I don't know why. Why does the MLS only give you a link to share if it's your listing? Unless, am I wrong there? Yeah, I just want to share this listing. And if I choose that, I don't want to email. I just want to share it. I just want a simple share link. Save? No. Carts? What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. Get rid of this here. Result stats. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to send them. What they really wanted was the info. 4-unit at 4100 Old York Road, Philadelphia, PA 199140. Info from listing agent. Yeah, okay. I don't want this like that. I want it formatted so it's nice. So I paste it into here. And then I can paste it. Why is it doing that? There we go. Copy, paste. There we go. Okay. 9-4 near Temple University. Motivated seller. Shoot. Forget the address of it. Yeah, her help email, her cry for help. 2021 Cecil B. Moore Ave. What else? else can I send them? I've got some others as well, but this is a good start point. Okay. I'll get back to her. Just emailed you 3 to get started with. And I'm going to get back to Jared. Okay, so Jared, I want to share this. I have no idea what this looks like, so I might regret sharing this, but we'll see. Oh, I don't have it brought up here, do I? Wait a minute. Crap. Okay, so I have to do this here. New window. And I need this email. Why is it making me do this? I need to bring up my NEXA email. I don't know my dang password because I have to freaking reset it every bazillion. And 066421. So let me tee this up. I reached out to Jared on my mortgage team to put together some quick quotes for Dave and Kathy so that I have as much info and intel as possible when I chat with them later today or later this morning. Here we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Ha ha. That is awesome. Dude, you weren't kidding. This is fantastic. Bravo. I'm going to reply and I'm going to post in here, Dave. David, I'm going to post in here. So I'm going to forward. I don't know if any of what I'm sharing this morning is helping anybody, but this is just like this live stream is about me doing the business. Check out the financing scenarios Jared put together for you guys this morning. Okay, so I sent those. Oh my goodness, what else here? And I'm going to have to, let me think here. I probably have about 20 more minutes before I'm going to have to hop off the stream and actually get myself looking presentable. Where the heck is my StreamYard? I lost my StreamYard window. Where'd it go? There it is. My golly. Here we go. All right. So, Assad, you make me smile. I appreciate you. Okay, so let me clean up a few things here. What else was on my list to do today? We got Dave. Oh. This is what I'm going to finish with. Can you tell my excitement? I have been using a tool that is not cheap to find active investors around certain properties. And I think David was one of several that asked for free ways to identify those folks as well. And I heard, I think it was Brent Daniels talking about this. I've heard him talking about this a couple of times. So let me just go in and dig into it. So you go to the investor Facebook groups in your area. Whoops, I got to switch back to my personal profile. Hold on a second. So one strategy is you go to a group, you go search, and you search for @gmail.com. And this is a contractor sharing his Gmail. Another contractor sending his Gmail. You got to look for where are the actual properties, and then you're looking for comments of people. Here's what you're trying to find: people that comment on actual properties for sale. This investor group is just here. I'm a local investor wholesaler trying to expand my buyers list. Look at this. I mean, this isn't a bunch, but it's a start. Okay. Here's more. It's an apartment, off-market property. Oh, no comments on it. Well, that's one way. That's not the way that I wanted to share. That's not what I wanted to do for myself this morning. What I'm looking for this morning is we've got a property in a specific area, and I'm going to search the group for the area and search for why is this showing up as Waynesboro? Let's see here. Well, I might be striking out. I thought this would work. I got excited that for this strategy that was shared, but I'm not seeing. And I may just need to look at a different group. It may just be that this group is not the best group. So let's actually do that. Let me bring up a different group, because sometimes it's sometimes it's the pond you're fishing in, right? And not the strategy, and not the bait that you're using. Ha, look at that. How about that for an analogy? All right, so I'm going to do the first one. The first thing I did, I'll try the @Gmail trick. Please add me to your buyers list right here. And 2 more comments. Okay, stop. And looking for more investment opportunities, right? So like, I should probably add that person. So I could spend time each day adding to my buyers list. You know what? I might actually start to do that. I'm going to do a session next week. It's just me adding people through this strategy. So this group, this is a perfect example. This group is a way better pond than the other one. Anthony. Brian. Okay, this is perfect. I'm going to add him as a friend. Hey, Brian, saw an old post about looking for fix and flip deals in Waynesboro. And Franklin. Wait. Yeah, Waynesboro. Just making sure that I was right. Whoops. Here we go. Get rid of that. deals right now. We have one in Waynesboro. We have a good one. We have a good one in Waynesboro available right now. And then I'll say, feel free to call, text me at, boom. Okay. So that's number one, or that's the first one. Looking for contractors. If you know anyone, please tag them. Contractors in Waynesboro, rental buyers. So this is a good one too. I'm going to add him. Hey, Trayvon. Saw you're an investor in the Waynesboro area. We have an off-market deal. We're looking to move quickly. Are you or anyone you know in the market right now? I'm just mixing up what I'm saying, and I should. You know what? I need to start doing this. If I'm doing this work anyway, I'm just going to start making a Google spreadsheet with these investor buyers list, whatever. Start posting these in here. So I'm doing, I'm already doing this work. There was another one, I think. Maybe not. All right, let me see if there's any others. Oh, okay. Here's an off-market. That was an off-market deal in Waynesboro. No activity. 18 more. Holy smokes. I went and saw some. Are you still actively looking for deals to fix and flip? I'm just going to make it more general on that one because I can't tell for sure that he's Waynesboro. Take pics of a vacant home. No one shared that. Okay, so I went through that whole list. Now, Waynesboro is a pretty rural area, and why doesn't I don't understand why this one group doesn't show up when I search. There's another group that I wanted to pull up here. There was 717 off market. No, what? Where's the off market one? My group. Holy smolians! Wow. All right. Look at this. I'm gonna look to see. Hey, Rudy. Are you looking for any deals in the Clearfield County area right now? Looking for a listing agent in Clearfield County. Okay, this is a fixer-upper in Clearfield. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is fantastic. So all right, his name is Michael. For Michael from Josh. Also priced property in Clearfield County, PA. Hey, Michael. Saw on Facebook that you might be interested in properties in Clearfield County. This seller is very motivated. Can you let me know either way if this is something you might be interested in? I'm like, I'm dumbfounded that I didn't think of this or use this process sooner. Like, I mean, if you have a deal that is an investor centric deal, these people are like, these people had requested or expressed interest. Daniel, are you still looking for or interested in a wholesale deals in Clearfield County? Because I mean, this literally, that's where that listing, the listing that I was promoting earlier, that's where that's at. And hey, Solomon, are you still looking for or interested in deals in Clearfield County, PA? And then if they say, you know, depending on what they say, if they're like, well, I don't remember that. And I was like, I can just say, yeah, it looks like, you know, you had messaged about that. I'm going to leave it at that because I gotta keep moving along here. But here's another one. Is this another one with different comments? Huh. I mean, let's go. Hey, Precious. I've got a very motivated seller in Clearfield County. You still have buyers there? I mean, I feel like I'm shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, not really. Hey, Tanya, are you still interested in or looking for deals in Clearfield County, PA? Here's another one. 19 comments. I mean, talk about fishing hole. My goodness. Well, I got to work through the rest of these. Oh, and this guy posted again. I'm interested. Look at this. I got to post this. Oh, I didn't post that other guy's email. Man, oh man. I mean, geez. This has made my day. Made my day. So I'm going to go. Where's my sense here? I'm going to have to wrap up because I got to clean myself up for meeting an investor, got a settlement, etc. But golly gee willikers. I mean, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. And I need to work through the rest of these. Friend. Hey, Pat, are you interested? Are you looking for or interested in any deals in Clearfield County right now? Man, the hits just keep on coming. And that one didn't have anybody that said interested. This one did. Well, I mean, I need to post. Yeah, why would I not? Holy smokes. Okay, so man, oh man. So here's what I'm going to do. Last thing. I'm going to post this here. I'm going to go. Motivated seller. Now stale. I'm just going to post it. I'm not going to think anything about it. I'm just going to post it. I mean, it's 47,000 members. Here, I didn't even get to this. I don't even think I got to. Did I search for Waynesboro in this one? I don't even think I searched for Waynesboro in this one. Hey, Dawn. Are you still looking for off-market properties in Waynesboro? I mean, this is just bananas. Bananas. I don't prefer Franklin County. Interested. I don't know what that is. I have a property. I'm selling off market. One comment. Maybe I did already search in this one for it. I don't know. Anyway, geez Louise, this is good here. We have a great off-market fix and flip deal right now available in Waynesboro. Shoot me a DM or feel free to call, text me at. Ooh, yeah. All right. Okay. Well. What do we got here? Enjoy the Zoom Wednesday. Love the morning live streams, leading by example as always. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate that. Speaking of the Wednesday mastermind, you can check out the replay of that at Josh Schoenly Coaching, my YouTube channel, Josh Schoenly Coaching. The replay of that is there. That's with Jay and I, and you should check that out. And then you should check out buildwithjosh.com to explore how you can partner with us and leverage Jay's now nearly 6-figure per month marketing team. And by 6-figure per month, I mean, that's what he's paying his team, and you get to leverage them and use them for free when you partner with us. There is no out-of-pocket cost for that. Now, there might be some ad spend or, some other, but you don't pay for that service. Pretty incredible. And you can check it out there and then schedule a time to chat or just text me at 717-571-0456. Oh, look at this. Yes, absolutely. If you can give me a window of time, I'll make sure that she's okay with it. She will likely be there, but it shouldn't be a problem for your folks to walk it. That is a deal that, oh my goodness, so many deals. You know what? I'm not done yet. Look at this. Okay. My goodness, one thing after the other, and wonderful things. I'm going to call a seller lead that it's a kind of a funky situation, but she's been responsive, so I'm going to call her. So, nope. She didn't answer. Try again. Clean up my inbox while I'm doing this. All right. Well, no, the voicemail isn't set up. Why can't I text her? Well, that's weird. I think I'm using my phone so much that it's breaking. Hey, Corinne. Just tried to reach you, but got your voicemail, and I couldn't leave a voicemail. Give me a call when you have a minute today. I'm going to call this lead that came in from one of my listings. And then I'll text. The text that I'm going to send is on this list here. Let me share my screen again. This list here. It's this text here. I'm going to send him.
Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Richard, hey, it's Josh Schoenly with EXP Realty. It looks like you had requested more info on our listing at 63 East Trails in Airville. That actually is under contract and settling Monday morning. So not sure if you had any questions, but we do have others available. I'd be curious to know if you are an investor or if you're looking for something for yourself to live in. Let me know, and I'll shoot you a text as well. So if it was available for sale, this is the text that I would send, but it's not available. It is settling on Monday. Man, my phone is literally not working. I don't understand. Like I'm going to these and it won't let, there we go. Now it's letting me text. Hey, Richard, this is Josh with EXP. I just left you a voicemail, period. What the heck? Hey, Richard, this is Josh with EXP. Just left you a voicemail, period. Looks like you requested info on our listing at 63 East Trails in Airville, period. That one is under contract and settling Monday morning, period. Are you looking for something for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? Question mark. Just make sure that that looks okay, because texting to talk, you never know. And Jen is texting me on the Harrisburg property. So I'm going to text. I'm going to send her. Send her 2323 market street full MLS sheet. Just emailed you the full MLS sheet. The taxes currently are let me see if I can confirm the current insurance amount ASAP. Can't remember. Was that not in there? Trent, good morning. It's Josh. How are you? Good. I can't get a hold of Daniel still, my Mennonite guy, but I got another client that we were talking about a couple of things this morning, and I brought this one up to her, 2323 up to her. Do you know what he's currently paying for insurance on the property by any chance?
I'll ask them that question and I'll get back to you.
Perfect. Thank you much. That was it. I think we have everything else, because I have your breakdown of the other expenses that you had sent previously. They were asking about taxes. I mean, that's easy enough. That was the one number she was asking for that I didn't know. And obviously, like, that could vary, but just to see what that number is at currently.
Let me give them a call now and then I'll shoot you over a text.
Perfect. That's perfect. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. What else am I going to do? I was going to do one other thing here. Oh, I think it was called that new lead. It's called that new lead. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't know why I don't know. I'm in a weird mood this morning. Whatever. Boy, oh boy, man, we unpacked some good stuff today, if I do say so myself. I'm going to get very. Here's how I'm going to wrap it up. I cried at a listing appointment for the first time ever yesterday. It's so weird. I don't know why I'm even sharing this story. And it's not funny. It's honestly not funny. I'm laughing at myself. I met with a seller yesterday. It was a motivated seller lead. It came from pay-per-click. And I went and met with her. I talked to her earlier in the week. I talked to her Tuesday, set an appointment for yesterday. I go out and I walk the property. I get photos, etc., because that's usually where I start with. And I sit down. I asked for permission to sit down and chat. So we start chatting. And she requested a cash offer. And I just said, hey, look, and this is working really well, actually, on cash offer request leads. I tell them very transparently that out of 100 people on average that request a cash offer on their property, like you did, really only 3 to 5 actually make sense to go the traditional cash offer process. And I said, what more often our clients are choosing is what we call our 7-day stress-free home sale. And I walked her through that. And I said, given what you've shared with me, I think that would make the most sense. And she then opened up and shared some very personal things, some things that have happened to her with important people in her life recently. And I won't get into the specifics, that it literally hit me like I started not like weeping, but literally teared up. And it took a while. It took a while to compose myself. And I just told her very transparently and authentically. I said, Tracy, I can't pretend to understand how difficult that must have been and must still be for you. But what I can do is I can assure you that whatever, if you decide to work with me, I will do everything I can to make this process as painless and convenient and most importantly, based upon what she shared, and make sure that I net you the most when you're ready to sell. So that is how I share that for 2 reasons. I just like being authentic and transparent, number 1. And number 2, that is what I'm finding a great way to pivot from a cash offer to what honestly is in most people's best interest. There is like I said, a small percentage, 3 to 5, maybe 10%, that a traditional fast cash as is offer makes sense for. But for most folks, what they really need is, or what would be in their best interests, is to get it on the market. And, as long as you have a dialed in process for helping them set the most, generate the most exposure, get the most showings, and thereby the most offers, that's in most cases their best interest. I've also been sharing when I meet with folks like that, because I had 2 listing appointments yesterday. I didn't cry on both of them. It was just the one. I've been using the story. So I sold a property recently where he requested a cash offer, and it was one that we would buy, like I would buy and fix and flip. And because I'm licensed, and most of you watching this are licensed, like, we have a fiduciary responsibility in scenarios like this. And I told him, for it to make sense for us and to work for us, we would need to buy it for like 120, maybe 123, 125, something like that. And I told him based upon everything that you shared, I think we should go with our 7-day stress-free home sale program. And that's what we ended up doing. And we've sold it for 152. What's interesting too, and I've shared this, I'm using this story as much as possible when I'm talking with cash offer request leads. What's interesting about that is even though we went on the market, we sold it for 152. Now we haven't settled yet, but there's no contingencies. It was a cash offer with no inspections, no contingencies. So it was like the best of both worlds. I got him 30,000 more than I told him we would get. Now it's not 30,000 net more because there's, my fees and so forth, but it's still way more net than what the cash offer wholesale price would have needed to be for it to make sense for an investor. So Assad, I'm really going to wrap up now. Assad, can you do a podcast? And I'm assuming you mean how to like revitalize or resuscitate, revive dead leads. Is that what you mean? A podcast on reviving dead leads. Can you confirm that that's what you mean? And if so, absolutely I can. And also, I have so many scripts and processes and so forth already in place that I'd be happy to share with you. Just DM me and I'll share. But the simplest thing is the 3 that work best for that to revive dead leads. Number 1, the Dean Jackson 9-word email or text. Are you still interested in the thing that you were interested in? Are you still interested in buying a new construction home here in whatever area this fall or winter? Are you still interested or thinking about selling your home here in whatever, or home at street address this fall or winter? That's an easy one. Another one that works really great is, I call it the reverse psychology. You're probably not ready to buy right now, but when the time is right, or when we help you find your dream home, do you have a home you need to sell first? For sellers, you're probably not ready to sell right now, but when the time is right, will you be relocating or staying here in Central PA? Or you could say, will you be trading up or right sizing? I'm not even going to give a third. Those 2 work incredibly well to revive dead leads. Those 2 are like, and you can use those. You could literally use those exact same ones every 60 to 90 days and just change the time of year identification, meaning like, are you still interested in buying a new construction home here in Houston this fall or winter? And then you could use this winter or spring, and then this spring or summer, and so forth. So there you go. There you have it. Okay. I appreciate those of you. Small crowd today, but whatever. Some days are better than others. I appreciate you all spending some time this morning. It was a little bit scattered, but I hope you got something. I hope you I hope you take something from what I shared or what we covered today, and you find a way to use it in your business to create more opportunities for yourself today, this weekend, next week, whatever. But the sooner you implement, the more likely you are to get results. Money follows speed. Money follows speed. Money follows speed. What was the second part of that I was sharing the other day? Money follows speed and time kills all deals. Money follows speed and time kills all deals, right? So keep things moving. Okay. Thanks all. Have a good weekend. Talk soon.